Now I in tune with the realest. Ain't got no business. Claim you real. Streets is fresh out of love. Ain't got no feelings. Pull up looking like villains. Whip ain't got no ceiling. Catch me sauced up, might be dripping in a brand new drop. Might be whipping up and down your block. F my city, that on lock. Talking ain't got no guap. Wanna get me sitting on top.
Rock to the beat, rock to the beat, rock to the beat, rock out if you ain't no slouch. Rock to the beat, rock to the beat, rock to the beat. Good vibes, y'all know what I'm about. Racks in the bank, racks on my mom's, racks on my girl.
Folks, Brian Anderson here. Alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And of course, Tyus Jones. And so off the tip, it's Washington. Left side Conley. And he buries his first look. Well, Grant, this is the type of game that may look lopsided, but as we've seen, anything can happen.
Anything can definitely happen, B.A. And look, you have to understand that every guy in this league is talented. If you come in flat and those other guys are inspired, you can fall. But honestly, you shouldn't. It's all about handling your business.
And so Conley will bring it up for Washington. Here's Poole. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Using those hops to attack the rim. Poole takes flight.
And here's George. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. And the three-pointer goes.
Three-point field goal.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
That's on Al Horford.
If you're a defender and you're leaning just a little bit, Jokic is going to take advantage of you.
And Grant, last season, Nikola Jokic came close to winning his 3rd straight MVP. But in the end, he won something more precious, an NBA title.
And that Finals MVP award more meaningful, both personally and in terms of his legacy, being a winner. Is what matters in the end.
Poole does a great job there, just extending and using his length to have an advantage on that shot.
Here's George, and he lays it up and in. George has got 5.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Williams with the screen.
Oh, man!
Oh!
And Poole able to just slip right into his shot.
Here's Hawkins, and he buries his first look.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Prince can't hit.
Well, after nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally missed one.
Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Why typically solid from 3. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Pass to Hawkins.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Poole from long range. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in the game.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. The Wizards with a lead. Oh, George with a steal.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
You know, Grant, what's interesting about the Clippers, they play solid defense, even though they're not overly disruptive.
Well, B.A., think about this. So many veterans, they know how to position themselves. They know where the help is coming from, too. And, of course, they know when to pick their spots.
And that one drops. Hawkins has got 6.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Right side Conley. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Jokic being assertive now on the inside. He can move anybody around.
Oh, they get a hand on it. George draws the double. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's the floater. The kick out to Poole. And again, it's Washington converting.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Oh, man, when Kawhi dunks, you feel it. This is how powerful that guy is.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Getting ready for the Clippers. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Here's Shaman. Takes it inside. The layup misses. Leonard with the ball. And the dunk by Leonard.
Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce.
Clippers foul. DJ Boston. First personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's Washington now. Intercepted.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
It's incredible. Harden's ability to read the floor and find the weakness.
Now here's Poole. He's got 13. The Wizards with another miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And the Wizards on the break. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Yeah, Poole has that ability, that one stride, full speed kind of player. Nice action there.
Here's Kennard. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Clippers.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Here's Shamet. No made baskets yet. Stolen by Harden. Pass to George. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
This is hard to believe, Grant, but the Wizards haven't been to the conference finals since 1979.
It is hard to believe. I mean, they've had some fantastic players over the years. But let me tell you, these fans in my hometown are hungry for a deep playoff run.
The Clippers in the lead. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
And just a great effort from Harden on the break. I mean, he can score any way he wants.
Screen by Young. From deep, Jokic. The Clippers grab the miss.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
George, no good. Pass to Jokic. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Around the league, we're increasingly seeing former players in front office positions.
It's so true, BA. And we need even more former players in those roles. They bring a perspective that a lot of front offices just don't have. They can add value with their experience. I really like this move.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Clippers are certainly a deep team, and Kawhi Leonard said, we have a lot of talented wings on our team that can play both ways. Dribble, shoot the ball, able to guard multiple positions, and I think that's what you need right now in the NBA. Guys that can guard, switch. And knock down open shots. Brian?
Yeah, true enough. Allie, thanks. And it's Conley with the ball for the Wizards. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. Here's Jokic. Reverses. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Zubac. George outside. Stolen by Conley. Outside, Williams. From deep, Jokic. Hauled in by Brown.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And already at such a young age, Landry Shamet considered one of those critical role pieces for a very good team. Sky's still the limit for where he can get to.
Now Los Angeles with it. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Outside, Brown. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I just love the ball movement.
You know, over his career, Paul George has racked up more than his fair share of accolades, Grant.
Well, he's a fixture at All-Star Weekend, that's for sure. Now, he's made the All-Defensive Team more than a few times. He's had an outstanding career.
And that one's good. Cool.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Now here's George. 18 points for him. Leonard for three. Nails it from three. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Jokic. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them.
And Poole's vision developing right in front of us.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Hawkins. Here's George. Stolen. He's got a clear path. Here's Conley. Finished off the break. 7 points in the game.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
It's George with the drive. Leonard for three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
A minute 22 left in the first half of basketball.
And it's scary how much scoring potential a player like Jordan Poole has.
And the dunk by Leonard.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball four.
Poole shot is off. It's been all Clippers.
Wizards foul. Patrick Ewing. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Substitution.
59 seconds left in the first half of this game. Outside for Harden. From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Poole outside. Jordan high post. Pass to Prince. Poole with the ball. To the middle. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Leonard, good.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Can they get it? And that one's good. Poole. Poole's got 21.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Leonard for three. It's Poole on the wing. And so it's Los Angeles with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. It'll be the 5th meeting of a strenuous 7-game road trip.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Now here's Poole. The shot off that time.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Those 2014 NBA Finals featured tons of Hall of Famers. Tim Duncan, LeBron, D. Wade.
And maybe the guy who was unintroduced but now introduced as one in Kawhi Leonard. Man, he just stole the show, winning the series MVP. Did an unreal job on LeBron defensively. Shot 58% from 3. What an all-time two-way performance, B.A. Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point he's going to need some help.
Here's George. When you think about Paul George, still regarded as an elite two-way player, Brent.
Yeah, you get that dynamic play on the offensive end where he's capable of 35 points any given night, but defensively shutting down a team's perimeter all-star, that is rarefied air for a star player in this league. And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career. The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Second team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Leonard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
If I'm a young fan watching the NBA, Kawhi Leonard is a guy I'm keeping a close eye on, Grant. He does everything the right way.
B.A., so much to like about Kawhi's game and how he carries himself. He takes so much pride in what he does on both ends of the floor. And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Three-pointer. Washington with a rebound.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Poole shot is off. Now Los Angeles with it. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Assisted.
Just playing hard. George not letting up at all at the offensive end.
Poole outside. Oh, George with a steal. Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Pass to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, some have called Kawhi Leonard a cyborg, but he said, quote, a coach can't put a battery in your back and tell you to play harder to go win games. You have to have the mindset, and you have to train your body to reach the level that you want to play at. Guys?
No doubt, he is always locked in. Thanks, Allie.
And nice dime from Zubac. His floor awareness is solid.
Count the basket.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Leonard. Nice move. And it's good on the layup.
Assist from.
Leonard's got 28 points for the game.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Poole left side. Ooh, nice D from George.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
We always see trends come and go in the NBA, Grant. It seems like in the current era, the pick and roll is the go-to offensive set.
Oh, no question, B.A. To be competitive these days, you have to be able to run the pick and roll very, very well. And that's why lead guard play is so important right now in the league.
Yeah, he may not play in every game, but when it matters, Kawhi Leonard, he's about as good as it gets.
Poole from long range. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
It's Poole on the wing. Here he goes. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, one of the more explosive players and silky smooth. Poole finding a way to get to the rim.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
The kick out to Poole. Drills it from deep. Poole's got 34 points.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
It is so difficult to guard Harden on the drive. Tremendous finishing at the hoop, but he's also elite at drawing fouls. And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Poole's shot is off. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. The three is up. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Here's Poole. One second left. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Los Angeles. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. There are so many different ways to build a team, Brett. Making trades, you can use the draft, there's free agency. What do you think is the best route?
Well, B.A., the one critical thing that we need to talk about is what market are we in? And that will start to restrict the ways that, or enhance the ways that you can build your team. For those LA teams and the New York teams, it's probably free agency. Memphis, OKC, San Antonio, you absolutely have to hit home runs in the draft.
The D keyed in too much on Harden there, leaving his man wide open.
Here's Shamet. Outside Young. The three. Hits the trifecta.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Three-pointer Harden. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Grant, you grew up here in Washington, D.C. What's the hoop scene like here?
Well, B.A., they love the game of basketball here. And the fans are unbelievable. So many stars from here like Kevin Durant. So D.C. is kind of a sneaky, underrated basketball city.
Shooting.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Dick. For three, Conley. Counted from distance.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
James Harden.
Connects from downtown.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Here's Strother. And in deciding against lowering the minimum age for the NBA draft, Grant, you think it's fair to 17 and 18-year-olds who want to go pro?
You know, BA, I do think it's fair. I mean, there are other avenues in today's basketball environment where compensation for these guys is possible. You have the overseas route. You have the G League Ignite. And, of course, now colleges have the NIL, so that's huge.
Here's Conley. Following the score by the Clippers. Releases. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Harden proves he's more than just a perimeter player.
Jokic, he's open. Pass to Dick. To halt the run. Jokic, good.
The way they've hit the offensive boards in the second half, you would think they're the team that's leading.
Left side, Harden. The rebound by the Wizards. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Jokic in the post. Rebounded by James Harden.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Boston with the bucket.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreaking. That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. And Grant, you grew up in the D.C. area. A lot of great basketball players coming out of the DMV in recent years.
Yeah, B.A., especially PG County with Kevin Durant, Jeremy Grant, and plenty of others. It was a great place to grow up in the DMV as a sports fan, and that legacy definitely continues.
Pull for three. Jokic. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I know Jokic doesn't have the quickest feet or the most hops, but just outstanding at reading where a missed shot might land.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Jokic. Paul George pulls down the board. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Uses the glass on the layup. George has got 37.
Let PG get the ball inside at your own risk. He's going to punish you there.
And Poole puts up a deep three. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Back to Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for Paul George.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
And players now able to get richer extensions, up to 140% of their existing salary. But Brent, what was the impetus for that change?
I think in certain cases before, it just didn't make financial sense for players to extend, but if the teams have the ability to go that high above BA and other teams can't offer you that money, you're in that position. You've got to take extensions rather than look for something that's greener pastures. And I think that's going to help teams to retain the players that they value, the players that they've drafted, and the players that they foundationally want to keep to build around.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
It's Poole to drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Poole's got 40 points.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Driving in, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Going right into the defender to get the whistle. Poole was determined.
And both free throws good for Poole. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Kennard outside. From downtown, on target from range.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
Poole. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, my hitting everything, rolling off the stressing in that used to have to call collect. Now tassels on the Siiigh, leathers, I'm on a jet. I'ma land on that wreck, y'all still slide out the stretch. 320 a month, laps around the summer, humming, ain't no sunshine. Everybody father, in the agua. Had to lay low, I had to cheat the water. At minimum, I had 50 suits in the locker. Touch mine, you off adrenaline, proper. I'm from the east side, where the devil wear Dolce. The man don't stop, Money slippers all posy. In the law library, you should've heard what Black told me. Wordy pack your shit up, pulled off in a rosy. Thank God God chose me. The baddest you ever seen. Told her don't touch the pony. Look, Pyrex Vision, kitchenware, I was whipping, got my wrists, it's like I won the strongest man competition. Send the Brody on the mission, on my opposition, they talking tough, but they was not convincing. The more direct the